Hey, good afternoon, Facebook. Hope you guys are doing good on this awesome Monday. Real quick, just wanted to touch base with everybody. Over the weekend, something kind of came to my mind that I figured I would kind of start this week off with to focus on. And I think what I'm gonna do is do a video on Monday, and then throughout the week, just do posts that kind of reflect on that topic or subject. So this week, what I'm gonna focus on is our backgrounds. A lot of us come from different walks of life, some poor, some rich, some just lacking a silver spoon. Nonetheless, the one thing I wanted to emphasize today is how important it is that you understand that you're not a reflection of your past, or you shouldn't have to be a reflection of your past. You're not limited to your past. That's what I'm really trying to say here. So the reason why I'm saying this is because over the weekend I saw a car with a bunch of gangster people in it, you know what I mean? And it was in the city, not downtown, but just in the city, eastern Kansas City. And I thought to myself, I was like, these are teenagers, right? In this car, and they're bumping their music, and they're just typical gangster people. And I thought to myself, though they're teenage now, there's nothing stopping any one of those people from becoming a doctor, a lawyer, an activist, a rights preservist, if you will. Any one of those people can find and have success in their life, just because they might not look like me, dress like me, talk like me, right? There's always potential in a human being for greatness, right? This is one of my big beliefs, is that we all have potential for greatness. But the potential for greatness is based upon the ability of application to apply beliefs, philosophies, things that help drive our why, and help drive how we apply our why, if you will. Because obviously there's a right way of doing things and a wrong way of doing things. So throughout this week, I'll be touching on how, based on how our past is, whether you were abused as a kid, if you grew up without parents, if you, grew up poor, or if you grew up really rich and your parents just were too busy for you, it doesn't matter. Whatever type of psychological development that takes place as a kid into a teenager, and now we're in our 20s, right? Because I'm speaking to the millennials here. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the mind has so much potential that we still have yet to understand. Therefore, you have to understand that you, the person who has the mind inside you, has so much more potential, right, than what your peers give you, the statistics give you. None of that matters. What matters is what you believe. So I'm telling you to believe that you have more potential than you realize. It's a matter of taking that energy, the thought process, and honing it down, kind of like a block of wood, right? Or sorry, a tree trunk. There's a guy that I know over by Robert Bell's Adrenaline Factory shop. Over behind there, he carves statues out of wood chunks of trees, like an eagle, an owl, bears and stuff. But they all start as a tree trunk, okay? And then slowly but surely, what does he do? He hones it. He adds that. He first makes the shape, adds definition to it, and then eventually, this is an animal. And then you look, oh, that's a wing. Oh, okay, that's the beak. Okay, it's an owl. Over time, as you hone that focus, that thought, right, of what you want it to be, then you turn it into action, and it becomes that what you want it to be. So I'm saying that as you guys go throughout your day, throughout your week, and you're looking at your 5-year plan, where do I want to be? Where do I see myself? What's my aspirations and goals? Keep that in mind, and stay encouraged, because staying encouraged and staying positive is the secret. It's like the freaking gear oil in a motor that gets rammed constantly. What do you got to do? You got to change the oil. So what do you got to do when you're going after things that people say you can't do? You got to constantly stay positive. You got to constantly stay uplifted. And that's why I created this page. This is why I talk to you guys. This is why I make these videos. Because I'm in the same boat as you. I'm no different. I'm still human. Okay? Any pastor that says that he doesn't sin, a freaking liar. Right? He still struggles on a daily basis. I'm no pastor. I'm a crappy excuse for a Christian. But I still have aspirations and dreams. And I still have people, even with my drift car, that say that it can't be done, or it's not possible, or no, just put an LS in it. It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what I see and the potential that I have as a driver and the potential of my car. What matters to you guys is the potential you have inside yourselves and the abilities, right, that you have, because you all have skill sets, and being able to focus and hone that, like the guy with the statue that makes bears and animals, right, and turning it into, boom, a drive, a action, a movement, a legacy. So hope that's enough for you guys for now, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good rest of the Friday, or Monday, sorry.